Hey girl, hey! And welcome to Sibling Cinema,
where we explore movie masterpieces
that one of us has never seen before in order to sway or convert the other into fandom.
Each week, we'll introduce a movie we love,
from sci-fi classics
to Korean horrors,
and try to convince the other it's a masterpiece.
One's seen it, one hasn't.
I am your host, Tony.
And I'm your co-host, Leanne.
Sit back,
relax.
This is Sibling Cinema. Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of Sibling Cinema. Surprise! We are on screen as well.
For the first time.
Yes, first time. I am your host, Tony, and here with me, as always, is my blind, potentially force-sensitive spiritual ninja, Leanne. Hey girl, hey Leanne.
Hey go, hey. Hey go, hey.
How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Definitely not waiting for you to jump online at all. But yeah. I'm good.
Same.
It's Friday, 7 out of 10. Let's go.
Yeah, boy, decent 7 out of 10. So, Leanne, in the last few weeks, lots and lots of stuff has happened. And I thought it would be very rude for us not to do a secret bonus episode for this podcast. One event that happened was your birthday. Happy birthday,
it was.
Leanne.
Thanks. You're late. But thanks.
Yeah. Yes, this is a very, very belated
birthday. Big up the Geminis.
Yes, big up the Geminis. And you got a lot of wonderful gifts for your birthday, Leanne. What did you get?
I did. Well, if you look over here, I got a Sith lightsaber, the Darth Vader one. I also got a T-shirt that said choking hazard, and there was a picture of Vader on it.
Yeah,
which I very much appreciated. And a very vintage, kind of chewy 70s spinny game. And the box is in immaculate condition, so that is on my nerd shelf.
Excellent.
Top shelf, loud and proud. Yeah, I also went wild camping as well. My back killed me, but it was amazing.
Unbelievable.
I went road tripping. Yeah.
But Leanne, you also did something else. And we mentioned this in the last podcasts, and we've mentioned it about twice, I think.
I finally did it.
You got 2 tickets to see The Empire Strips Back.
Thank you, husband.
I think we are all dying to hear what this experience was like. I mean, the trailer and the description itself was absolutely hilarious. Leanne, talk to us. What was it like, man? Tell us from the beginning.
Okay, so we got absolutely smashed. We got some merch. Oh, I got the T-shirt here, actually. Oh,
nice. Nice.
Look, it's Sexy Leia. The Empire Strips Back, baby.
That is really good.
As proof, just as proof that I went. We got settled, and we were like 3 rows back. Which were great seats, because the front row was more expensive, and those are Emperor seats. So you get a bit more interaction from the dancers, like getting splashed by Luke washing his spacecraft, you know?
For fuck's sake.
It was amazing. It opened with In Excess, Need You Tonight, you know, that da-da-da. And it was that pathetic creature that dies in the snow at the beginning of the films, but with Luke riding on top of it, and she just strips off. It was crazy. Lando is the host.
Wait, so she was the animal,
No, they were just riding it wearing cloth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so when you were at this show, I have a few questions. Number one, did you buy your hot dog as you usually do for shows?
No snacks.
No snacks. No. It was just drink.
No, just drink. Eating's cheating for these kind of events.
But
it was fucking packed. It was packed.
Right.
And I heard Americans. I heard people from all over the world. Like everyone was there. Because apparently this was a show that started in 2011, right?
Whoa, okay.
Bare long ago.
Oh, see, I thought that this show was only a recent thing that they made, and they just brought it into London, and then this was like their initial run.
No, it's been touring the world since 2011,
Wow.
and the last show in London is in August. And I've
Wow.
said to you, you need to see this. It is you owe it to yourself as a fan to see this film. You know. It was amazing. So Lando kind of hosts it, and you know, like, I think Lando's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah, you do, but I think that's a good choice for a host. It was either that or maybe a cockroach / lizard man. Maybe.
No.
Or Jar Jar, maybe sexy Jar Jar.
Oh, that would have thank God there was no fucking Jar Jar, mate. I would have run out there screaming. But he was pretty funny, and he made half the room compete with the other half, and
Very
he'd be
nice.
like, give me your best R2 noise, and everyone would be going "Grr," like the fucking scream that he does, or give me your best Wookiee, like we were competing against each other. And I don't know how long you want me to talk about it, but I'll go through a couple of things that happened.
I want you to go into as much detail as you want. Like, I can't, like it sounds like a real good vibe. Like, it wasn't like
It
a
was a good
sit down
vibe.
watch. It was like a woo woo. It was like really
I saw
like a
people there
gig.
I saw people there with their friends. I saw people there alone. I saw people there with their partners. Like, it was a whole mix. But yeah, Lando was okay. Like, meh. But then the sexy Luke Skywalker washing his spacecraft was a highlight for me. All they had was a bucket of water and this very realistic looking spaceship, and they would dip their hair in the water and flick it back and, you know, wash it all stutterly, like to a mad song. Like, I can't even remember what the song was. But then Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle is when Boba Fett does his belly dance.
Right, I saw this like on the trailer. This looked
So funny.
outrageous.
It was outrageous.
Because he's proper on the floor, like proper Shakira hips and everything out.
Tony, I will say one thing, okay? Like, I know it's a burlesque kind of parody. Dancers are actually talented. Like,
Oh yeah, I
fucking
wouldn't
hats off
have
to them.
like. I don't think it would have been down so far that it was, you know, bad dancers. I think it would have been like extremely good and talented dancers doing this comedy set.
I was impressed. Like, fucking hell. And then C-3PO gets stripped by sand people for his parts.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just take off his, you know,
My parts
his
are
metal
showing.
to reveal a naked lady.
Very good.
Which is great.
Very,
and
very
then
good.
one of the favourite ones was I think Leia is kind of seducing R2 to kind of get the message into him, and he spits out dollars, like from he makes it rain at Leia.
I mean, I think you have to have Leia in there,
Oh,
considering the
100%.
Notorious gold bikini and stuff. I'm sure she was wearing that. She must have been wearing that.
No, not on that scene. She was in the white cloak, you know,
Yeah.
and it was quite with R2, but then he spat money at her and she undressed, and that was funny. But Leia comes back in the gold bikini with Jabba the Hutt, and what the fuck is he rapping? Notorious B.I.G. And she's twerking all over the fucking stage, mate. And at the end, she actually loops the chain around his neck and chokes him.
Oh wow!
And the models are massive. Like,
amazing.
But oh my god, Palpatine does Wrecking Ball naked, wearing a cloak. Bruv, I spit out my wine.
Is he swinging?
Yes! Yeah, it's swinging on a fucking ball. Looking like a and his old withered face is there, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Was it like out of nowhere, or was it
I
like built
didn't
up?
see it coming. And then there's Vader and the Stormtroopers, and they're kind of doing a synchronized sexy march to Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes.
Nice.
Do. That was very cool.
Nice. Was there any like any more audience participation? Did anybody get called up or get volunteered or anything like that?
Yes. No, I should have opened with this. There was a guy that Lando called up, and he was like, "Hey, where you from?" Blah, 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 and he was going through, and this one guy on the fucking front row, his name was Obi, He was a Nigerian gentleman. He was like, my name is Obi. He was like, are you fucking joking? So he got all the water from Luke. He got all the fucking attention from the dancers, and his wife. I don't think they knew.
Not
what
a happy lady.
Happen.
Not a happy lady. Oh,
but
mate.
Obi, what are the odds?
Yeah, I mean, that's
nuts.
outrageous. So this started in 2011, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. So it's been 14 years they're touring this.
To be fair, they might need to update some characters now, because, from this film I learned a lot more characters. And none of them were in it. So
Now, you've touched on this. So, Leanne, you've been a sneaky rebel here.
What do you mean?
And, well, we said we would concentrate episodically on this. However, and I did push this, to be fair, and producer Joe did.
It was recommended.
We recommended you getting started with Disney Star Wars, not with the first film, but with Rogue One, Star Wars Rogue One, because I think it's the final film that kind of leads you off from that kind of story and goes into new characters in the.
No, not really though, because as soon as I finished watching this film, I wanted to watch A New Hope again. So I would have found myself in an endless cycle.
In another cycle.
Yeah.
So yes, you went off to do and watch Rogue One. So before we get into it, I would like you to do a 1-minute plot summary for me, please, Leanne. Your time starts now.
Galen and his wife and daughter have been hiding on a planet from the Empire, on a Tatooine-looking planet for some reason. And they're clearly prepared for the day a white cloak cunt comes down, because he does. And then he makes Galen go back and help him construct the Death Star. But Galen's hidden his daughter, Jyn. But later, a man called Saw rescues her, and then she is eventually recruited by rebels, the Rebel Alliance, and they learn of the Death Star's existence and Galen's role in constructing it. So they recruit Jyn to try and find him, and discover a weakness in the middle of it, which we all know. Jyn
You have 10
teams up with a group
seconds.
of rebels. Again, K2, Chirrut, and Baze, and they set off to find the plans. And then Darth Vader comes and he slaughters all the rebel fleet, and it's amazing. It's peak.
Time.
It's amazing.
Time.
Oh
Leanne,
no!
that was outrageously shit.
I thought I did okay. Fuck you.
No, I think that's worse than your Return of the Jedi plot summary.
No, nothing's worse than that one.
You concentrated so much in the intro that we just didn't get anything in the middle, and you just ended with like, Darth Vader kills everyone.
I know there's battles in between then, like the beach battle.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So, Leanne, Star Wars Rogue One. Now, you did say before you began your journey with Disney Star Wars that you were quite hesitant because we haven't referenced or spoken about that all the way through this podcast.
You've been incredibly shady about it. You offered me no reassurance about the Disney Star Wars at all. My question to you is, who directed this? Because I've not looked it up. Like,
so the
it's not Lucas.
No, it's not Lucas. It was a director called Gareth Edwards, I think, who was a British director.
That is such a fucking English name, innit? Oh, well, Gareth Edwards, miss.
Who done Godzilla a couple of years ago, and a film called Monster as well. So he was used to those big budget sets, but he was very strong on his visual effects, and I think how he presents like colossal instruments of war in this film with the use of the shadows and coming out of the shadows and going in is absolutely beautiful and terrifying. This now being sold to Disney, they had to decide what sort of creative mise-en-scène they wanted to do with these films. And I think hitting it on these shadows was really, really good. Tell me your kind of, like, initially, what are the differences between a Disney Star Wars film and a George Lucas film, Leanne? Right off the bat, what are your differences that you can spot?
That's really fucking difficult because it felt like Star Wars, but it also felt more like an action movie. And I found there was a lot more comedy. K2 is a little bit more than C3PO ever was.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, it's actually quite a dark film, you know? And that's not very Disney. Disney's meant to have a happy ending. So I feel a bit conflicted. I don't think it was a bad take at all. I think it was incredibly well done. I think even the CGI was... You couldn't ask for better CGI. Okay, this is how maybe the prequel should have been done, but obviously the technology is completely different and rah. I was impressed, knowing full well that this was going to be a Disney version of it. Yeah. What were your thoughts?
Mate, I was... So, at this point in time, The Force Awakens had already been released and was at the cinema
Question.
the year prior. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. So, have you seen the sequels prior to you seeing this?
No. So, how it came out was The Force Awakens came out. That was their flagship film.
Is that episode
7?
7.
Yeah. And because of that, most of their marketing concentrated on The Force Awakens, but then Rogue One rolled round a year later, so there wasn't much concentration on it. However, because of the hype that Force Awakens created, it brought lots and lots of audiences to this film. And I think with this film, the important thing that they did here was that they got the audience right. I don't think this is a kid's film. This is a very mature take on the starting of the Rebel Alliance getting the advantage. And you see like the references of like the cameos. Your friend from the bar is back very briefly. If
yes,
you spotted him.
I saw him. The
Doesn't
guy
like you.
He doesn't like you, yes. As soon as I saw him, I was like, I know him. I know that cunt.
I think the stylistic choices that they made for this, I thought was brave, and I thought it was excellent because it's like I agree with you. This is not a Star Warsy way of filming, as a weird sentence to say, but it worked. The close-ups, the just little bit of saturation of colour in this war-torn world, the shadows, like I keep saying about. I thought it was stunning. Yeah.
I just have a quick comment because
Yes.
you're talking about angles and stuff.
Yeah.
And one time that really stuck out for me was when, what are those big ooh-la machines, like the elephants with the long legs?
AT-ATs.
Thank you. We only ever see them like down from the ground. So they feel way more fucking intimidating. They felt more threatening to me this time around.
Yeah. There was also
yeah.
the use of what helped the mise-en-scène. We go from, on original Star Wars films, it was more structured on a tripod, on a static camera, zoom in, zoom out. In these films, it's handheld, and it's really close to the actors' faces. I thought it was really, really good choices that built up that tension. And I thought the story was a really, really clever story to fill the gap of the plot hole of, oh, why would they have that fault in the Death Star? This is the reason. And I loved the theme of abandonment as well with Jyn. I loved her very, very pessimistic view of the Rebel Alliance. There was a wonderful line in it where I think Source says about, do you want to live with the Empire flags all around you? And I think she says something like, I won't see them if I look down, or something like that.
No, that line pissed me off.
You didn't like that line?
No, it shows her ignorance. She's an ostrich burying her head in the sands and not acknowledging that politics is very important and you need to pick a fucking side right now. You know, it was an ignorant moment for her. It was one of her weakest moments, I think.
Oh, wow, okay. But I think in that case, that reveals a lot about her character.
Yeah,
so I do
because
like
she
that
grows,
line.
because then she eventually does pick a side.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
do you know what I mean? I think it definitely, because your hero isn't meant to be perfect. She's a little bit jaded. She's been a little bit out of the loop, shall we say. She's just been trying to survive since she was abandoned, right? So it made sense that she was a little bit like, well, I don't give a fuck as long as I can get bread by the end of the day and I can find some shelter. Do you know what I mean? I don't care who's running the universe, okay? I've got my own problems to deal with. And as the movie goes on, her responsibility grows and grows and grows. And she delivers that monologue at the end. We're not there yet, but I love the story.
Good. It becomes very murky here.
Yes, yeah, totally.
The little twist of Andor being given a alternative mission just before he gets on the ship to kill her father. It's like, okay, so things aren't as simple as they seem. Are you going to carry out orders blindly, or
I also think another good example of that, where it's a little bit more complex as to who is good and who is bad, is Saw. Like, I was like, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? Like, he's clearly really powerful in, the whole rebel cause. He's up there, but he's incredibly paranoid and really brutal. He uses slugs to fuck people's minds. And I was like, are you meant to be good? Because you're making me anxious.
He was very morally...
I felt cloudy about him.
Yeah, very morally ambiguous, but which kind of helps in Jin's development, being like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be
whatever
a part
it takes.
Of this. Yeah, whatever it takes. Go for it. When he sort of raised her.
Can I kind of say, he didn't raise her. He just chucked her a gun and shut the door again. You're mistaken.
No,
anyway,
he took her in for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and then abandoned her
again, like her father, innit? Anyway, the opening scene reminded me so much of the opening to Inglourious Basterds, by the way. I fucking loved it. Look, here's Lyra, back from the dead. It's a miracle. I was like, yes. This villain, Orson, he was so good. He was so fucking evil.
The political fighting of Krennic and Governor Tarkin is hilarious to watch. I love it.
Yes.
It's so bitchy. And
then Tarkin takes it from him right at the end, and he's like, "What? This is mine."
I love how they have that. It's like, it's going back to your line manager thing. Like, they're like complaining, and then he goes to Darth Vader being like, "Can the Emperor see how good I've done?" And Darth Vader's like,
and Vader's like,
"Shut
fuck
up."
off. It is, my line manager theory was fucking spot on.
It's spot on.
And it was interesting to see another layer to this weird Empire onion, right? There's the Emperor, there's Vader, there's Tarkin, and white-cloaked cunt. But he was still so mean and evil. Like, the way he's just like, oh, how beautiful it is, as he explodes the planet. I was like, it was just really interesting to see that even people below Tarkin are still really, really fucked up.
And that thirst for power and grabbing it when they can get the
They're all just so
opportunities.
greedy. They're just trying to fuck each other up.
Yeah, and conniving and clever. That's what terrified me. All of these fucking villains were very, very clever. Yeah, so Jin gets recruited by the rebellion, by Andor and his robot, KS-2O. What did you think of Andor and KS-2O, Liam?
I thought Andor was hot.
I thought you'd fancy him, yeah. I thought you'd fancy him, yeah.
Yeah, but...
But what?
He's not Han Solo, is he? Do you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I know what you mean, but...
He's trying to be a little bit Mr. Solo about it all. But whatever, I'll accept it. I didn't realise he was Andor. Like, I know that there's a series now called Andor. I didn't know that was him. Until like the movie was nearly over. I was like, wait a minute. Is that Andor? Is there there's a whole fucking season about this bastard?
Oh, I forgot to I forgot to tell you, Krennic the villain and his costume. He loved the cape so much. It was only supposed to be in that opening scene.
It's a great cape.
That he wore it throughout the whole thing. He said he absolutely loved it. And he wanted to wear it throughout.
I love that for him. It worked.
George Lucas himself said that he loved this film. He was
Wow.
genuinely surprised and really proud that Disney had made something that actually aligned with his story in his head.
Question. I know George didn't direct it at all when it's now in Disney's hands, but did they ever kind of go to Luke to say, what do you think about this? Like, did they ever consult him? Did he ever give advice? Or is it completely independent of Lucas? Like, I guess is what I'm asking.
I don't know.
You don't know.
The story is that there were drafts of episode 7, 8, and 9 and of George Lucas's story. Disney did take aspects of that, but mostly was kind of thrown out. They wrote their own material from it. But Rogue One, I think, is a great example of seeing a potential fault in the writing in the old originals and correcting it in a way that made sense and respected the source material, which is what they really need to start doing.
I agree. I think towards the latter part of the film, it just felt like we were back in A New Hope. You know, it felt like we were back at the originals. It felt like home. And I was like, yes, here we go. And then the best thing in the world ever happens. But anyway.
Before we go on to that, I want to talk about the little rebel band that came through. So we've got Chirrut Imwe, who was played by Donnie Yen. He was the blind spiritual, I'm one with the Force is with me. And there was the pilot as well that was taken hostage by Saw.
Bodhi.
That's it, Bodhi. Yeah.
Yes.
Your memory serves you well.
I liked him.
You liked the pilot? Yeah, I thought it was.
I did.
It worked because when they're trying to guide them through on the system, he's kind of second guessing himself because he can't remember because he's been fucked over by those little slugs.
Exactly, but also I liked how everyone around him was kind of second guessing him. But he was good. He was a good man. Like, R.I.P.
I liked the writing choice as well. That Jin saw.
Oh wait, Tony, I'm sorry we skipped this. Your crush is there, Mon Mothma.
Yeah, she came onto it. Warwick Davies has a little cameo in this as well.
I didn't notice this.
Yeah. So at the end of Rogue One, where they're on the island shooting away, there's a little animal, a furry little animal. He played that as well.
Well, it's better than Jar Jar.
Yeah, it's better than Jar Jar, to be fair. Also, Anthony Daniels makes a cameo appearance as C-3PO.
Oh, I didn't notice. It was very brief.
Very brief.
We only got to see them for like a second.
Very, very brief.
When I saw them, I was happy. I was like, yes, those are my boys.
I do have to say, though, unfortunately, Kenny Baker could not reprise his role as R2-D2 in this.
Who gives a shit? It's like it's a backlit shot. Like,
oh wow, okay.
No one's gonna tell. They're not gonna drag him all the way there for that one shot, bro.
Oh my days.
That's insane.
I want to talk a little bit about the technology in this film. This is one of the most expensive Star Wars films ever made. It cost about 280 million, which is 100 million more than the prequels would have made.
280 million.
280 million
to make.
Yeah, but it got an overwhelming amount of money back. It grossed at $1 billion again.
Ha!
Which
wow.
is just outrageously awesome.
The fans are still strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're still out there.
But the big breakthrough in technology here was the CGI faces and the Governor Tarkin, the Princess Leia.
No, it was bad.
Oh, you thought it was? See, I thought it was bad as well.
I thought it was bad.
When I went to see it at the cinema, I was like, "Oh my god, this looks fucking amazing."
Well, yeah, but technology has progressed.
Yeah, you're right.
It didn't look good to me. I got fresh eyes, fresh Star Wars eyes, all right? And to me, it was so fucking obvious. Like, because I was thinking towards the end of the film, I was like, they're going to get the plans to Leia. Like that has to be the end. And they do. And she turns, I see the cloak, and I'm like, oh, it's my girl. But obviously, R.I.P. She's long gone, innit? Like, so I don't know what I was expecting, but it's bad. I know they did the best that they could.
I mean, at the time, I thought it looked fucking amazing.
I'm sure. I'm sure, and I'm not, shitting on anyone that thought it looked good. But rewatch it and see if you feel the same.
No, I agree with you. It doesn't look as good as what I remembered.
It's aged already. So imagine it in 30 years' time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Indeed. But this brought around a lot of kind of controversy in the film industry.
Explain this to me.
So first of all, how they done this was they attached a camera that kind of hovered in front of their face and recorded the actors' movements, and then later they would add the deceased actor's face on the already recorded face digitally. So before, do you remember Pirates of the Caribbean? So how they would do Davy Jones's face is that they would have points on there to map the CGI and stuff. They'd done this in a different approach by using a camera instead in front of their face to record it. Now, the problem here that comes up is that
they're old now. What face are they going to use? I don't understand.
It sparks a lot of debate in regards to ethical implications of bringing back deceased performers for digital performances. Will there be any future stars if already established actors are being used instead of the new actors coming through?
Well,
You'd have
clearly
the stars forever, you'd have your Carrie Fisher forever. And would that actor standing in be paid the amount that their original actor would have been paid? I'm not finished yet. There's so much to discuss about
No,
this.
bruv, how's this robot, gonna accept an Oscar? It's not. Everyone's gonna boo them. Like, it's not feasible. People respect the art, I hope.
Is it ethical to kind of resurrect deceased actors digitally? Because it brings around a lot of legal implications of using actors' images without their explicit permission.
Consent, right?
Now,
so, a dead person can't consent to being in the next Star Wars film, right?
Precisely, yes.
Got you. Okay, so it's going to come to a point where actors, like big stars, as they eventually creep into their deathbed, they're going to have to sign a paper to say, look, is it okay if we make films with your face on? Like, that's dark. That's dystopian.
Yeah, I mean, that is... what do you kind of think about that? I'm a little bit... At the time, if I would have watched Rogue One for the first time and then asked me that question, I would have been like, mate, do it. I loved seeing Peter Cushing there. I loved seeing Carrie Fisher there as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think we should allow them to rest. Disney did ask permission from Peter Cushing's family. However, there was a lawsuit raised by Tyburn Film Productions that sued Disney because they claimed they held the rights to his likeness due to previous contracts, which is like staggering to think that this can become like a legal battle.
It's going to be a vicious cycle. Like, the more people abuse dead people's faces, the more families are going to sue, the more it's just going to keep going on and on, unless people start consenting to it on their deathbeds. Well,
now, Leanne, it's gotten even worse. Now that AI is introduced into the world, you can put somebody's face onto a moving object like that. It's about, like, artistic merit as well, because they some artists, like, question whether recreating actors digitally, suggesting that it could distract from the authenticity of the moment and for that performer there too, and take away from the storytelling element. So it's such an interesting topic that this film raised for what we'll be discussing, years and years down the line. I mean, only a few years ago, the writer's strike happened because... Do you know why the writer's strike happened in Hollywood?
Because they weren't paying people enough.
That, And the use of AI writing scripts and stuff like that, writers were falling out of work. So the writers they striked to basically get their rights sorted out in Hollywood, to say, you need to hire us, you need to pay us this amount, you don't want to be using ChatGPT and all these AI mechanisms, because we have a talent and it should be used rather than computerized. That was one of the elements of the writer's strike.
This is the beginning of Terminator.
No, it's not.
First
AI.
they're writing scripts. Next they're going to be driving our cars. Yeah?
AI
self-driving cars.
AI
and they'll crash us. They'll crash us into rivers.
AI is nowhere near as clever as you think. Like, we're still years and years and years from whatever dystopian image you got in your head. So yeah, one almost last thing I want to talk about with this film, and what I've been begging to talk about, is the representation of Darth Vader in this film. If they were to get something right, my God, they got this right. He was scary again. He was terrifying.
At first I was like, why isn't Vader getting involved a little bit more, you know? But then I remembered he was like the line manager to these cunts. And then I realised he's not having the battle on the beach because he doesn't like sand. It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
Oh my God.
Not enough Vader for me, but I think the ending paid off. I have a lot to say. This is... Can I rant about it for a while?
Yeah. The floor is yours.
So this scene, okay, like Vader at the end slaughtering the fleet. Like, this for me is one of the best scenes I've ever seen. This is Vader. This is the Vader that I wanted the whole time. When I heard the breath and then he emerges from the darkness, only by the light of his saber, fucking sick. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, it's incredible direction.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I've rewatched it like so many times. Also, the take it man is the real hero in this, when he gets the plans through the door before he gets impaled. Amazing. 10 out of 10. That's what I like to see. The aggression, the skill, the choking, the screaming, it was incredible. It was short, but it was sweet.
When he's banging on the door like, help us, it brought out that terror.
Yes.
Like,
and when the guy says, launch.
Yeah.
I could hear the fear in that man's voice. Like, it was peak Vader. He's never been better.
Yeah, peak Vader. I agree.
Peak Vader.
James L. Jones returned to do the voice.
He did, and I was like,
Vader. Which is, yeah, you got to give it to him. It's incredible. But unfortunately, Dave Prowse was not there to reprise the body, and instead it was replaced by a guy called Spencer Wilding.
I'm gonna Google him.
Yeah. But yeah, this scene, like you said it yourself, like the darkness to the breathing of Darth Vader to the lightsaber ignition is just, yeah, and that the screams and the horror of the rebel soldiers is peak.
That's what I like to see.
Aye.
That's how Vader should have been. Always.
He was your favourite character.
He is my favourite character. He'll always be my favourite overall. Obviously. But as Vader.
Yes.
You know. Fucking hell. I was blown away. And also, he's got that great line as well. He says, "Be careful not to choke on your aspirations." And I was like...
No. Darth Vader is not one for puns. He's not one for puns.
No.
They gave him a fucking pun to say. I was like... I liked it, but I was like...
It was great. I loved it. Fuck you. Also, we missed a really funny bit. It's when the blind Jedi says, "Are you kidding? I'm blind," as they put Sack over his face.
There's if you look closely in this film, when KS-2O hits Andor, when he's pretending to be an imperial droid. Look closely at the actor. He almost starts laughing because that slap was improvised.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like also the ending's so fucking bleak, man. Like they all die.
Yeah.
Like
they all
there's
die.
a problem on the horizon. There is no horizon, and her monologue will take the next one and the next one until we win or our chances are spent. I was invested. I was like, come on, they get blown up by the fucking Death Star, bro. I was like, everyone dies.
Yeah.
I loved it. Loved it.
So, Leanne, let's test your knowledge with some quiz time.
No, you said this was just a one-off episode.
I did, but I couldn't help writing down some questions for you to answer. Leanne, question 1. What is the name of the main antagonist with the huge white cape?
Orson.
Oh, yes. Can you get his last name?
Orson K something.
I'll give you that. Very good.
Orson Core.
Orson Krennic. Orson Krennic. I will give you a point for that. Well done.
You have to. That's his fucking first name. I win. Damn.
Question 2. The Orso family consists of father, Galen Erso, daughter, Jyn Erso, and mother, whose name is what?
Leia. No, not Leia. Leela. Or it's what? Lisa. It's not Lisa. I know because
You're so close. You're so fucking close.
Lydia.
No.
It's not fucking Laura.
It's Lyra.
Oh.
Lyra.
It's a nice name. It's a nice name.
I'll give you half a point for that. Well done. Question 3.
He's generous today.
Cassian's rebel intelligence takes him to which city to find the defected Imperial pilot?
I don't know, Tony.
Jeddah. The city of Jeddah. Question 4. Cassian's robot is called what?
K2.
Huh?
Cassian's robot.
Yes.
K2.
And? What's the rest of his name?
Wait,
You're halfway there. You're halfway there.
Why can't you just give me K2?
I can't give you K2. That's not his full name.
K2... CO.
Oh, you're so close. K2SO.
Bruv, give it to me!
No.
Come on. No. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I'll give you half a point. Question 5. Complete this quote. I'm one with the Force and blank.
And the Force is one with me. It's what the blind one says.
Yeah, but that's not the correct quote. It's very, very close, though.
I'm one with the Force and the Force is me.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Ah!
And the Force is with me.
Ah, damn it.
I'll give you it. No, I'll give you it. It's cool. Question 6. What powers the Death Star?
What? A crystal.
Yes, what are they called?
I don't know.
Oh,
Space
come on,
crystal.
Leanne. No, come on.
A star crystal.
No!
A Jedi crystal. A Yoda crystal?
No, don't worry. A Kyber
don't
crystal.
know.
Kyber crystals.
Bro.
Question 7.
Question 7.
After force choking Krennic, Darth Vader follows this up with a famous quote, which is...
Stupid Tarkin. Be careful not to choke on your aspirations.
Yes! Yeah. Boom. Well done.
Boom.
Question 8. Who kills Krennic in the end?
Oh, shit. Who does?
Who does, Leanne?
It's not Jyn. It's not Andor. Vader.
Uh-uh. It is actually Andor. He shoots him.
Oh, fuck's sake.
But you could argue it might have been Governor Tarkin when he shoots
Yes.
it from the Death Star and obliterates them. But I think Krennic was already dead before that happened. Question 9. True or false? All of Rogue One's squadron die at the end of this film.
False. Oh, no. True.
No, I have to take your first answer.
No, Tony, no. No, I needed more time.
You didn't say the magic word.
Yada, yada. You Jurassic Park fuck.
It was indeed true. No. Oh dear. And question 10. How many rebel soldiers in total does Darth Vader hack down in the final showdown?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the way he kills them. The one that he flips up onto the ceiling and then he carves behind him is amazing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to say 8.
Do you know what? I'll give you half a point. Because in the first room, there are 8 soldiers. And in the second room, there are 3. So in total, it was 11.
Oh, damn.
You were close. You were very, very close, but I'll give you half a point. Okay. Leanne, you got 6.
6 for Dix. Let's
6
go.
for Dix. Bada bing. So Leanne, thank you for taking part in this bonus episode. As we always do with the episodic ones. What was your favourite character, your favourite scene, and your favourite quote from Rogue One?
I was going to say Vader. Yeah, because that's fucking obvious. Even though he's in it for 2 minutes. But I think the white cloaked cunt, awesome. Yeah. I think he was a great villain. He was my favourite character in this film. He entertained me.
Yeah, he's good.
What about yours?
I like Jyn. I think her
do you?
Yeah, I do. I think her
I didn't
journey
mind
is,
Jyn.
She's really cool. I quite liked her. Favourite scene?
Vader at the end slaughtering the fleet, obviously. Like, how could there be a scene that tops that?
Yeah, that's it. It's undoubtedly my favourite bit, and it's only like I recorded it once because it's so short. It's only like 45 seconds. It's so short,
but it's effective. It was short and sweet, and I do feel sad though because that is the Vader that's what I like to see. That is the Vader that I want, and I get 40 seconds of it for all of this? For episode 1, bruv? This is my payoff. 40 seconds. I can't lie, though. It was amazing.
Favourite quote?
Ooh, like, there were quite a few that I liked, obviously. I liked, "Are you kidding? I'm blind." Like,
I do like that little bit, yeah.
K2CO, when he says, "Are you... did you know that wasn't me?" When Jyn shoots one of the droids. That was kind of funny. Something that moved me, actually, and they do say "May the Force be with you" way too much in this film, but the one time the frog said it, you know, the frog that looks like the one that says "it's a trap."
Yeah.
His cousin or whatever. Like, when he knew everyone down there was gone, he said, "Rogue One, may the Force be with you." And it was like, oh, bruv, R.I.P. But the best quote, obviously, is "Be careful not to choke on your aspirations. Or you may fire when ready."
Yes, that was my favourite one. You may fire when ready.
Yeah.
Let's flip it. Worst scene.
Maybe when Saw meets Jyn, when she's an adult. I think that was kind of one of the weaker scenes compared to all the battles that we see and shit that goes on. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to pick a worst scene. What about you?
Ooh. Worst scene. Honestly, I didn't actually like the slug things that suck his memory. I thought that was very abstract in a really serious tone film. But it's Star Wars and it's a part of that kind of universe. So I didn't mind it, but I thought it was a little bit weird and I don't think it contributed that much to the plot. I think if the pilot was just held there captive, that's enough. You don't need to introduce some weird monster memory thing. I don't think it
I
worked.
quite liked it. I think it darkened the tone. It made the stakes a bit higher. So I'll get into him in a moment, but I didn't mind the mind-altering slug. It was scary. You know, it's not that you're going to die. It's that your brain is going to be fucked, which is different for everyone. And that was creepy. Ew.
And finally, worst character.
Don't hate me.
Okay.
Saw.
Okay, no, I don't hate you for that.
His voice. Yeah, go on.
I think I already said, like, he's a very ambiguous character. We don't really know his relationship that well with Jin, because that Act B is pretty much skipped out of Jin's life. You go from start and then go on to the end of the last mission that she ever has. So I get it. What were your reasons for it?
His voice was weird.
Right, okay.
It sounded like someone who had injured themselves. Like the whole time. I didn't care for his tentacle mind-destroying friend. I thought the idea was kind of cool, but it was freaky. I was confused by him. I couldn't tell if he was good or evil to begin with. Like I said earlier, he was quite paranoid and brutal. But he saves Jin at the beginning. So he's a complex character. But why does he breathe that way? What's with the mask? The weird Vader wannabe cunt. Can you explain?
Well, I can't explain, but it's a character trait that they added in, and what I interpret it as, he was an extremist. That's what the rebels called him.
Yes.
So he is neither with the rebellion or the Empire, and I think that contributes to his instability as a person, and his moral code, I think, contributes to it a little bit. That's what I'm reading it as, my interpretation. And you could also argue that every time you see a character breathing not properly, it's a reference and foreshadowing of Darth Vader.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, when he took the mask to his face and started breathing that way, I was like, why are you trying to be my man? Like, stop. You're cringe. You're giving me the ick. He gave me the ick. I don't like Saw. His voice was cringe. And he was very mixed. Maybe there's more to him. I'm sure he's a very complex character.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite there with him.
Mine is Baz, or Baze.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I enjoyed him.
It was a little bit two-dimensional for me. He just looks after the monk, so to speak.
Yeah, he's like his bodyguard while he's meditating or whatever.
Yeah, I think they could have built out that relationship a little bit more, because I was fascinated by those two, because they used to be guarding the crystals until the Empire took them, so they're worthless now. What will worthlessness do to a character in their relationship? And I felt like they could have explored that a little more. But I understand that they went with Cassian and his background and his past and his whether he's a good person or a bad person, which it was really interesting.
Like, morally, some of these characters are quite grey.
Yes, very.
Little grey Jedis.
Yeah. Leanne, what would you give your film rating?
I'm going to give this a 7.8.
Lovely.
It was good. What did I give Empire Strikes Back again? Was that an 8?
I think you gave it an 8, yeah.
And Return of the Sith was 9, right?
Yeah. Revenge of the Sith.
Like, I really wanted to give this an 8, but I can't give it more or the same as Empire Strikes Back.
Fair enough.
I can't ethically do that. For a Disney Star Wars film. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like, that's the question I was going to ask. Like, has this changed your, maybe, the bias towards Disney Star Wars? Has it changed that at all?
I'm still skeptical.
Okay, fair enough.
Like,
all
I'm
right.
still... I'm tentative, because, like you said, this is quite a recent film, right?
This one came out 2016. So almost 10 years ago now.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Well, shoot me blind. I ain't been paying attention. But, okay. Then I'm even more impressed. if I'm being honest. Shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What's
Now,
your rating of this film, Tony? Sorry, I need to know yours.
I think this was a clever film, and it was the dawn of a new style in the Star Wars franchise. And you know, as well as anything that you've explored during this podcast, is that fans can be very, very protective over what they love.
I've seen Reddit, yes.
And fans can lash out if you do something that they don't like. But I think the director got this spot on. I thought his choices of cinematography were excellent. The story that helps the original story. It helps
it. Assists it.
Yeah. I think it's a great film. I give it a solid 8.
We're not far off, Tony. 7.8 and an 8. I love it.
Now, your fan rating. Having watched the first Disney Star Wars film, what is your fan rating now? So bearing in mind, you finished on, I think, an 8 from Revenge of the Sith. You went from 5 to 8. So now where are you?
My fan rating today is now an 8.2.
An 8.2.
I nudged it up
right.
because of that fucking scene.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be going to a 9. I just can't, because that's you and Joe territory, and I'm very new. So I don't want to intrude. So 8.2. I'm comfortable there.
Then. All right then, cool. I am fine with that. Now, this was a bonus episode, Leanne. We are still to find out whether we'll be renewed for a season 3. I've got my fingers, eyes, and toes crossed for that. But hopefully,
I'm sure we're going to make it. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. But if we are, I'm very excited about exploring the Disney Star Wars with you. Now that you've seen this. And hopefully, if we get renewed, we'll be starting with The Force Awakens. Yes, Leanne.
Question. So we're watching The Force Awakens next, okay?
The next film is The Force Awakens.
Can I have a synopsis?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
You're so fucking stingy with your shit, man. I'm going to Google a synopsis.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I have avoided everything.
Yeah. I will try and get Dad on for this one as well, because we went together to the cinema at Odeon for it, which was a great experience, and I want him to talk about it. But yeah, essentially, we'll be moving on to that. So, Leanne, it's now time to ask you to fuck off, and we'll await the call from Joe to see whether we've been renewed.
All right, fuck you too. Good night.
Good night. See you later, everybody. Bye. Thank you for listening to Sibling Cinema. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more arriving weekly. Make sure you check out our Instagram page, sibling_cinema, where you can listen to extra exclusive content and drop us a like, a share, or even a message if you'd like. Don't be shy. Until next time, roll on the next reel. Edited and produced by Floppy Legs.